Greetings and salutations. Us here, you there. This is the Sunday Night Hang Everywhere. The original Sunday Night Hang, I might say. I don't know at this point. Often imitated, never quite duplicated. Welcome one, welcome all. If you're new, please subscribe. Well, if you subscribe, you might as well say hi in the chat. It's the least you can do.
That's right.
And we'll say hi back because that's how that works. We're polite that way. Speaking of being polite that way, it's my lovely sister Amanda celebrating her yesterday birthday today here because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
One less guest I have to book once a year.
That's right.
Except for also Mother's Day and Halloween. Somehow.
That's right.
Anywho's, yeah. So we're hanging out. We're going to have some fun. Hopefully you will as well because that's what happens. We already got 37 people in here thus far. I'm going to scroll all the way back in the chat. Whoa, that had a really low. Ooh, all right. We're going back in time, like Billy Gibbons sang in the 80s about Michael J. Fox movie or something. I don't know.
Going back in time. That's a great song.
We have Cushman NYC at 12:11 p.m. Nice. Which would be not too long after I set up the show. Fella slept in today. Needed to. Dan Gorman is here. Usually if Cush is around, Dan's there as well. And we got Earl. Earl's here. That's what we're drinking on. I got pink lemonade.
I have 3 drinks. I have water. I have a TARDIS full of green tea. And I decided to switch it up and kick it off with a Michelob Ultra. So it might get spicy.
Good. Then we got L Bar J in the chat. Dave Chase is here. Terry's 3Gs. Steve Reese. Steve's here.
Steve Reesor.
Steve's going to be subbing in for Dr. Charles tomorrow night for the bad album covers. Just saying. So tune into that, folks. Eston Ray, you made it. Good to see Eston. Sean plays guitar. Good to see you, Sean. Been a minute.
Hi, Sean.
Always welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Eston Ray is, in fact, with the super chat saying happy birthday, Amanda. Appreciate that.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Paul McNary in assorted feline-shaped objects.
Hi, Paul. I also have feline-shaped objects.
Jack Collar from Louisiana is here.
Awesome.
He didn't say he's from Louisiana. He used to, and that's how I know. It's Ryan Hall, y'all, our favorite music-in-law.
John Hall, y'all.
You can tell by the way that he greets people. That's like all the emojis for my sister. Jesus.
Oh, so many emojis.
That's a lot of emojis.
A lot.
I'm pretty sure neither of my nieces use that many emojis in a day.
Well,
if Sam's in a really good mood, she might. She might. Yeah. Express your words with emojis.
My hair looks crazy. I'm trying to fix it.
PW LeBron. Welcome, PW.
Good day. How are you? It's nice to see you here, and thanks for showing up.
What else we got here? You holding court in the chat before the show.
Really?
Biznet Metalworks. Great to see Hep as always.
Good day.
You may have been involved in some random text messages to our cousin Kelly on Canada. Considering one of our cousins decided to throw me under the bus texting Kelly.
Right.
And so I then sent a text at the same time saying Doug's an asshole. And also Ken from high school says hi. And she says, I agree, Doug is an asshole. And hi to Ken from high school. Yep.
That's so funny.
But I won't say which cousin was being an asshole. Well, it's kind of opposite.
I know which one.
Arf is here. How's the move going, Arf? Are you all done? Jim's on the road. JP Page 2. Great to see Jim in here.
On the road.
Oh, listen, on the road again. Just can't wait to get back on the road. I'm a hermit now. Greasy Monkey Guitars is here.
Greasy Monkey.
Greasy here today, so have a greasy day.
Hella greasy here today.
Spurgeon, not greasy. He's in Alaska. It rarely gets greasy in Alaska. Well, oily. Definitely. Who else? They're all saying hey to each other because they're polite that way. Searching for tones here. Wow, only 1 minute late. Short search tonight.
Did you say hi to 40 Watt Podcast?
I haven't got there yet.
Oh.
I'm going in chronological order of appearance. Because the next person I want to say is Brother Trev. Not
How do
Trev.
you? I don't know how you do that.
Right below is 40 Watt Podcast. See, getting there.
Hey, thanks for coming by. Enjoy your walk.
Which is a great podcast, by the way, the 40 Watt Podcast.
They had a really good one today with 60 Cycle Hum. They were matching up. They were matching up.
There's Rob.
Marvel characters.
BC Rich 581.
How are you, my friend?
Great to see Dark Robin here.
Yeah.
Wayne McConnell is here.
Wayne.
The King of Kelowna.
Wayne.
There's 60 Cycle Steve. Hey, y'all.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, that nothing says SoCal like the use of y'all. Just saying.
Y'all.
There's Mark Taft, everybody. What's up, Mark?
Mark.
He's got all kinds of emojis, too. Yeah, you're taking the page out of Ryan Hall's book, I see. What we got here? We got birthday cakes and cheerses and waving. And
Listen,
Mark's always like, hi! Hi! He's that guy.
Emojis are appropriate on birthdays.
Richard Nagamitsu. Great to see Richard in here.
Richard.
We got Stonebreaker Studio. What? Welcome.
That's cool.
I almost married a Stonebreaker. Just saying.
Where'd you come from, Stonebreaker Studio?
Mark's gas
What's over
station
there?
in the house. Good to
What's
see
up,
Mark.
Mark's gas station? He subscribed to my channel. That isn't running yet, and you're
Huey
not
Lewis
to ask
said it?
about it.
Okay, it was Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Zed Top also said it.
I can't read the comments when you put them on the screen until they actually show up on the stream on the tablet.
Yeah, that's more of a you problem than me problem. There's Brother John DeShane.
Not
Here,
for you,
I'm
John.
going to put it up on the screen just out of spite now. Martian Murray, who's neither Martian nor Murray, but we love him anyways.
He's a great person.
Martian Murray sounds a lot better than Chris from Texas. Has a je ne sais quoi missing that way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Joe McGraw is here. Great to see Joe.
What's up, Joe McGraw?
Joe Alba. All the Joes.
Joe Alba.
Unfucking believable is here.
Hello, my other brother.
He's probably late binge watching some Phil McKnight videos or something. I'm probably not wrong. Guitar Man 45. What's up, Bo? Store lot. Again with emojis. I seen a pattern here.
That's good. Stolat.
Oh, good. I'm glad you showed up early. Manfred Schwallenberg. That's a hard name to pronounce in hour 2 of the show. I'm just saying. Great to see Manfred in here.
It's a commanding name, isn't it?
Richard Clark is here. Good to see you,
Richard Clark is also a commanding name. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. It's no Manfred Schwallenberg, but I mean, it's pretty good.
Joe Alba had a great time jamming with Joe in the gang last night, despite my beat up state. Well, you know, none of us, we're all a little relic in life. Joe,
Right?
I'm just saying.
Yep. It's all right.
People saying hey to each other.
That's good. That's important.
Yep. Scrolling. I'm only 3 minutes behind. See, I told you, Mark loves to wave. Hi! He's that guy. Just saying. Hey, he does it, so I'm pointing it out. There's Earl P.
Wave.
I just want to know, does the P stand for Pearl? Earl the Pearl. Like he's never heard that. Popping in to show some support. Hey, everyone. Cheers.
Hey.
Awesome to see you. Welcome,
Thanks,
Earl.
Earl. Earl's a nice person.
We can get to Arf. Well, we'll do it now. Well, even mid-roll call, Arf asks, what sibling rivalry do you two have? Any fun things you tease each other about? Not now, other than taste in music.
What don't we tease each other about? Like there doesn't need we could have the same taste in something and still tease each other.
Chris says, the jealousy. No was watching poker. Right.
Sibling rivalry. No, we don't do the same stuff. Right?
Lawn Dog, hello, welcome. L-O-double-N, dog, D-A-W-G. And Cheech is here.
Oh,
I've been calling her a cancer for quite some time.
What an asshole.
So that's a sibling thing there, Arf. It's just the way you had it. So is Amanda a cancer? Yes.
She is.
Couldn't help it. There's Matt with 1 T.
Ben's a Gemini, can you tell? Cuckoo.
Actually, double Gemini.
Right?
Good to see Matt here.
Hey, thanks, Matt.
Blue Mox is here. He left blue Mox everywhere.
It was a mess.
Just like all these burnouts, like in a parking lot, but they're blue. Michael Krause is here.
Blue Mox is when the drunk guy.
Wish Amanda a happy birthday. I'll be back. Currently walking on the beach in New Brunswick. Ooh.
That's nice.
You did New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland.
I know.
PEI is feeling rather left out. I'm just saying, Mike.
Poor PEI.
There's Dear Trunk 35, aka Jason. Great to see Jason in here.
Jason.
And the Glass Man, Willem De Silva. He's here.
What's up, Willem De Silva? That's enjoyable.
And Earl says be rad if it was Pearl, right? Like they're like, that can't be your real name. He's no, seriously, dude, Earl Pearl. What's your middle name? The damn straight.
It's French. That's what I'd say.
Bo wants to let you know that Stolat means live 100 years. It's a Polish saying, which there's a song as well that goes with it. I bet you play it on accordion, don't you? The one and only Graham Campbell live in the chat. Wow.
Hey, Graham Campbell.
I love Graham's music. I'm just saying. He's a great guy.
That's great to see you. I feel like my chat's not cut.
Saying hey to each other.
40
watts of double Sagittarius. See?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Steve Cassidy guitar. All Scotland in my subscription is now complete. Really, I think there's only 2 people from Scotland that are subscribed, and they're both here. It's great.
Hey,
they can be watching
Steve
together.
Cassidy. Thank you
Keith
so much.
H is here. He says, happy. Holy shit. Happy birthday. All in fucking caps, too, except for the first happy.
Except for the first
like he's turning up the microphone. He wasn't quite loud enough on the first happy.
Yeah.
And he just cranked it full send.
There's one of these.
Edwin Crane, he says, y'all coming to America yet? We don't have passports.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh,
and then Bo just wrote that. Oh, and Ben, 2.2K views. Yeah. Bo started putting up videos, and he's like, he goes, hey, Ben, did you know I got this video? It's over 1,000 views in like 2 days. I'm like, you're a jerk. Actually, I didn't call it. I'm not old. I'm vintage is here. He's lurking while growing the burgers. Awesome.
That's really nice to see you. You're a good person.
We had 64 walking, 57. 7 just dipped out for a smoke, apparently.
They were like, well, I said hi.
Yeah.
Screw her.
One person just popped in and said, did he say my name yet? It's back up to 58.
I don't really want to listen to her talk. It's okay. I understand.
Okay, people watch this show muted half the time anyways, I swear.
They put it on half speed so I sound crazy.
Mark Taft says, I'm of Scottish descent. Does that count? No, because these chaps actually live in Scotland. Actually, within walking distance of each other. That's weird. Well, not weird. Like, somebody has to live near each other, I suppose. But I did that Canadian thing. I'm like, I know another Scottish guy, Steve. Do you know Graham Campbell? He said, yeah, lives down the street. I'm like, oh. Just as a Canadian.
That's
like,
crazy.
You know this guy? I was FaceTime with Aaron the other day, and I was explaining how Trev and Steve Brand and John DeShane all live near each other. He goes,
Right.
"Oh, so they're like closer to me than you, right?" I was like, "Well, yeah, considering they're all on the West Coast, yeah, they're closer to you because you're in the Midwest, but neither of them, none of them were actually close per se." Oh, it's like, where? I'm like, Vancouver. Where's that again? I'm like, really, dude?
Really far away. Far away.
Nova
I don't
Scotians
know
do
who
get
you
partial
know.
credit. Yes, especially if you live on Cape Breton, even more partial credit. We did have relatives that spoke Gaelic when our father was growing up. And
Yeah.
only Gaelic. They didn't speak English. I'm like, that's by choice, I'm pretty sure. Wow. Graham Campbell says, my granddad was from Newfoundland, so I've got all the bases covered. Who moves from
Sweet.
Newfoundland back to Scotland, Taylor, right? Like, you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm moving back.
Interesting.
Keith says, what a great month for your birthday. Mine's next Sunday.
It is a great month. I'm just saying.
Yes, she is drinking Michelob Ultra, Blue Mox. He says a family favorite here. I'm just picturing some kid just sucking back on one.
I don't know how old this is. I don't drink often. There are 2 beers and a mudslide in my fridge, and I can't tell you how long they've lived there. So is this a fresh beer? No.
Hey, salut, mon ami, Marcel Leblanc.
Ah.
My main man from Montreal. Just saying.
Bonjour,
He was a sailor that had an affair with my granny. I never met him. Oh, okay. Well, there we are. Okay, grandfather.
Was his last name Coombs?
I'm thinking possibly Campbell.
Button. Things change.
Yeah. Good to see Marcel. So, yeah. Apparently, people are rolling him, still holding steady at 56. It's just like there's only so many seats, and people are like, here, you can take my seat. I'm going out for a dart. And then back. See, Steve Franklin just showed up.
So did Paul Liu. Hi, Paul.
My chat's behind yours, apparently. Searching for Tone asks, if Ben was a Marvel character, which one would he be?
Okay, so this actually came up. I was saying that on the 40 watt and 60 cycle podcast, they were talking about which YouTubers would be which Marvel character. It's a great episode. And I concurred in the end that, and I don't know if you ever watched the movies, but I think you're Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know that character.
You're him. He's
I'm
great.
seeing a few comments here. Apparently, Rob thinks I'd be Loki.
He takes that. Rocket doesn't take crap. He can tinker. He likes to have a drink or whatever substance. He swears a lot. He tells people what he thinks and doesn't really give a shit.
Matt says I'm Mr. Fantastic.
Oh.
Well, did Mr. Fantastic really have a power? I can't remember what his power was. Is he just smart?
He was really smart,
I guess. And then he got the gray streak in the hair just because he got smart or something. It's weird.
I don't know. I said that I would be like, I want to be Storm because she's my favorite, but
I saw a bunch of people saying you should be called Storm this evening, and I didn't know why.
Storm. Or Jean Grey, to be honest, because I'm very empathic, but I do a lot of controlling, and I have to like when you're moderating a chat and there's like, is this guy going super crazy or is he joking? And you got to like figure out the person's tone sometimes. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, are they off their meds today? Because it's cool. Like sometimes normal people that we know don't take their meds on the right day and then go crazy in a chat. And then you have to be like, no, it's okay. We're going to let it go because clearly he's not having a good day.
Like my chat, due to time of day, people will imbibe in lifestyle choices as well in chats and get a little carried away. Long Dog says, well, man, you had a catchy title for today's show. Yeah, that was actually a retro one I did from several years ago. I often watch your channel on a separate monitor while I'm doing things. That's awesome. Appreciate that, Long Dog. But for me, anytime I hear the name Amanda, I get triggered, meaning the song by Boston. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, feeling the way I feel.
Stretchiness. He's stretchy, stretching, he's stretched. All right, we'll see.
Oh, he's the stretchy one, right?
Right. I am not stretchy. Okay, Steve Cassidy says, I know it's DC, but I often picture Ben as Wonder Woman. Thanks.
He's a wonder.
Eddie Van Haskell in the house. Matt says, does that make me Dr. Doom? Well, you do enjoy a hoodie. I'm just saying.
You'd be a good Dr. Doom. I think he'd also be a good Doctor Strange.
Joe McGraw, where's Charles 75N? Well, Charles's lovely wife Nellie, is her birthday today. So they're off celebrating. Hence no chat with Charles earlier today. I only know this because Ed mentioned it during the Zoom hang yesterday. He says, won't be a chat with Charles, Nellie's birthday. And I went, oh, right.
That's nice. He probably likes.
And Paul says, oh, I've seen crazy in the chat this week. Me too.
Paul Lou.
Eddie Van Haskell says, I want to find a reliable source of gamma radiation, right? And then Mark Spurgeon says, oh shit, my meds. And Marcel says, I look like we're off the juice. Yeah. Okay.
Paul and I are in a specific chat that it's private, and there was drama. So yeah, we've seen some spicy people this week.
Long Dog says, hey Ben, suddenly I'm getting a lot of YouTube videos showing Sammy Hagar, Wolfgang, Michael Anthony, and the rest. They all seem to be pointing to a possible arrangement for a concert. Or are you familiar with anything I'm speaking of? I am not.
No.
But okay. That'd be cool. Well, there we go.
Well, happens.
Exactly. Yep. I'm working on it. Handheld force fire on the go. Yeah, 63 people watching. I hope you hit the like if you haven't already. Please do. Helps algorithms. If we have 40 or more likes, they'll actually start promoting it somewhat to people outside of the direct community. Corey's Garden says drama queens. Well, there's some people that need attention more than others, and they don't know how to get it, so they lash out like a 3-year-old at Walmart.
And there's some people you don't know are unstable until they become unstable. And then you're like, oh,
yep.
Okay. It happens.
No need, Long Dog. I know the video. Actually, I know because also the first Mammoth album that's all Wolfgang on everything. Drums, bass, guitar. That's all him.
I was drinking my beer. I put my pinky out.
Ooh, classy.
I just realized
that's an amazing shirt you have.
Right? Check it out. You cool, man.
Dave Lewis says, hi, Ben. Happy birthday, Amanda.
Thank you. Good to see you. I'm glad someone noticed the shirt. I love the shirt. It's like the first time I've worn it publicly.
Michael Lepancy.
I haven't seen your face in a while.
Good to read you.
You missed the stand-up? All right.
Ben was the Human Torch. He wouldn't need a lighter. This is true, Steve.
Yeah,
but
awesome.
He seems a little too energetic. No, I don't have that energy level.
It feels like very close to the camera. I had a good day yesterday.
Good. You went to the Lang Pioneer Village?
I went to Pioneer Village and
30 buildings.
We went to the tinsmith shop.
Mm-hmm.
And
sucks to be that guy yesterday.
Right? Oh my God.
Suck more today.
He was like an older man. Like he was like late 60s, early 70s. For sure, early 70s. Anyways, I was like, holy crap, bud. And but he was showing us the soldering, like the big iron and then the stove, but they couldn't light the stove because it was freaking 100 degrees yesterday.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, we're not lighting the stove. We're like, yeah, we get that.
Not to mention how old the wood is surrounding said stove.
Right. Well, it's like a little potbelly stove sitting on the workbench.
But still.
With a stack coming out the top. It was really cool.
That place is going up in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And he was like going to pass out.
Right.
I don't know how the ladies were wearing all that.
I was like, anybody, yeah. Like, nobody's wearing breathable clothing. It's all wool.
And the women had petticoats, like the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And they weren't young. I was like, oh my God. But there was some younger people doing it, running the general store. That was awesome. Saw their music section. It was great. Yeah.
I would have find a retro soda pop of some kind.
I didn't find any of. They had bottles. I found a lot of stuff in the general store that you're not going to be surprised that we already own, like tins and stuff. I was like, I have that for sale on Marketplace.
Our parents threw away nothing.
It's crazy. So yeah, we had a really good time, even though it was hot. We had a really good time.
Nice.
And I think, and he took us around and he showed us how to make rope. The kids helped him make rope. So that was fun.
We had a few people joining the Zoom meeting yesterday. And I was like, I'm here to celebrate Amanda's birthday, but she won't be here. What? I'm like, she has better things to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did have better things to do. And then we went to go visit my sister-in-law. Just had like Wendy's. And then drove back like the long way through Grafton down Shelter Valley Road. And then, we drove past our old house. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a really good time.
I was showing a couple of people the Lying Pioneer Village website on Friday night. I said, this is where I want to go for a bit. Everyone's like, ooh, cool. I'm like, I know, right? So we're like, can we rent the whole place out, for like weekend, just hang out? And
it's awesome.
You can only rent out the pavilion. You can't rent out and you can rent out the church, but that's it.
Yeah,
you
can get married there.
Like, no, I want to rent the whole thing. You all got to do your work, and I'm just going to wander around and check shit out.
Yeah, it was super cool. We had a really good time. We're gonna go back again because we didn't really get to spend as much time as we wanted.
Well, I was surprised there are up to 30 buildings there.
Well, the original Fife house, we were learning this part. I don't remember. I don't know how. Probably because I just didn't give a shit in public school. But like Fife wheat was the #1 wheat in North America. And the wheat that we use now, mostly, it's a blend of like 3 wheats, and Fife wheat is one of those. It comes from Scotland. So the Scottish men can be proud to know that all North American bread has their wheat for sure, at least a third of it in there. And it was brought to Canada, to that area. Sent in the mail, actually. And then they had a whole crop and they lost it all. There was a storm and they lost the whole thing, and they only had 3 stalks left. And then they brought it back from there, and that's when it continued. Pretty cool. And that's your history lesson for the day.
The weather from Forth, from where I live. There you go. See, it does hit home.
Yeah, that's where I assume that's where he came from. That's his last name.
I've been watching a bunch of historical stuff on Scotland lately. I feel a little smarter about the whole country and its history as a result.
Yeah. You know what? That's funny that you say that. We know a lot more about Ireland's history than we do about Scotland.
I don't.
I don't know more.
You do.
I mean, in a general sense.
No.
With the world's population. Like, I know about political things, and I don't know anything about political stuff in Scotland.
Oh, I know a lot. Well, I did before, but now it's even more brought forth.
Like, everything's like really old that I would know. But I don't know anything in the last 100 years. Nothing. I know nothing.
No, things are good. Nothing to report. All's good. If you don't hear from us, it's all good. It's kind of like family.
It's good.
If you don't hear anything, it's good.
It's strange to have a country that I feel familiar with that I really don't know anything that much about.
40 Watt says, I know a ton about Scottish history. I watched Braveheart twice. Oh, there's some inaccuracies in that movie.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's cool. It's neat. That's where I went. I went to Pioneer
Scottish
Village
politics
because
are
I'm a nerd.
embarrassing.
I say I'm a nerd as I pick up my TARDIS mug.
Ryan Hall says, Amanda, you know cool stuff. Ben is just music and talking at the cat. He's not wrong.
Richard. All you PRS bird haters can suck it. I like them. If you don't like it, you can move along without saying something. Heads up.
I see. I was double dipping.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. If you know, you know.
That sounds like you burped when you said it.
Sound like Trev would burp when he said it.
Oh yeah, Trev did it. Sounds like you though. Burping.
Dogs. No, it just sounds like I always with the way Trev said it in that soundbite. It sounds like you're on vacation, right? And you're on the lounge by the pool, and you think Trev's asleep, and I'm like, oh, they fired up the barbecue, and out it's just Trev says hot dogs. It's like I thought you were asleep.
That's so funny. The Zoom calls are great. So if you're not a member, you should be. And I'm usually at them.
Yep.
I'm not usually on time.
Ryan Hall, Shopsy's hot dogs as fleet.
Shopsies. Shopsies are the best.
Shopsies were on sale from like 6 1/4 a pack on for $2 a pack. So a fellow bought several fucking packs. Good for months. Dave Lewis asks, have you heard from Grumpy Mike Guitar lately? I haven't seen Grumpy Mike in my chat in years.
Grumpy Mike is okay.
Chat once in a while, but yeah. I haven't seen him around here in ages.
Grumpy Mike's okay. Grumpy Mike is doing
Graham
fine.
Campbell says, Steve is on the happy side. I'm on the grumpy, hairy side of Scotland. Rich Clark just randomly says, I own 4 PRS guitars. Well, good for you, dude. That's 4 more I don't have to own.
I'd play.
What's up, way up, dude?
I'd hold a PRS guitar. I almost said play, but we know that that's
what I told Paul. You build some nice guitars. Anyway, hey. Well, yep.
He does.
Yeah, and he builds a lot that nope. Bo, of course. Only 4.
That's how I picture Bo say it.
Right.
Or he goes.
He's sitting on the Gibson throne made of guitars while doing it.
Does Bo smoke cigars? Does Bo smoke cigars?
No.
I feel like he smokes them on special occasion.
Right. Yeah, he'd just have the unlit cigar because he's that guy.
Yeah.
He just chews on the unlit cigar.
Yeah.
Eric Coombs in the house and D. White Bailey.
I still hold my cigarettes like that.
I've got 4 PRS guitars. Apparently, they come in batches of 4?
That sounds fantastic. Buy 1, get 3 free.
Well, that's a pleasant sounding account. Sludge Dweller?
Found another account.
So really, I have over 6,000 subs, but I'm pretty sure 6,000 of them are matched. I'm just saying. At this point. Of course, the average watch time is going down every time he logs in with another one, right? Because it's like close out, so his average watch time is only a few minutes. Whoa, jeez, chat's flying now. Here we go.
Richard, I was not mad.
Only came in a batch of 2. There we go. Chris has 3.
I like the birds. and I thought it was funny, but I like PRS. So
Oh, you keep them open for me? Thanks, Matt. That's got to be confusing. Mick Mars, you mean Lawn Dog? I don't recall Mick Mars having a foldable guitar.
Imagine meeting Mick Mars and going, "Hey, Rick, how's it going?" I feel like I would do that.
Hey, Rick, huge fan.
Just to see his face. What the fuck?
Well,
I would totally do that, 100%.
I may have called Richie Faulkner John 5, Amanda. So there's that.
Oh, Amanda. Happy birthday. Look, I waved.
Thanks.
Thanks. Like I'm on a kid show.
Patrick Traits made it. Richard Negamitz says, I probably have 8 to 12 PRS guitars. Okay. Tom Raines is here.
What's up, Tom Raines?
And Unbelievable says that was Steve Stevens. I am not knowing. 76 people watching. Ooh.
Steve Stevens looks crazy.
Actually, I'm like, 76 people watching. What, 16 of them are Matt with their tabs open. He's using all the bandwidth. There's Glenn Michael Thompson, art and music.
Hi. That's exciting. Look at all the fun people jumping.
You guys check out the Aussie show yesterday? Nope. Got a couple clips. I'm good. I don't really have any desire to watch.
I have not. Thanks for asking.
Joe says, Ben, get a hold of a PRS Silver Sky Strat to review. I already have, Joe. Go back on the channel.
Check the library.
Yeah. Might just be I don't know if I've done the American one. I know I did the SA, at least a couple of them. Is if they're different colors.
You get your wife?
Colors supposed to be different.
Oh my god, don't read that.
Huh?
Way up, dude. I'm his sister.
Your internet's ahead of mine.
Yeah, it is. Way ahead, though.
I got Eric Coombs as the last comment I have.
Oh. Where he
Cushman's
says
got to run.
It's not good. Oh, it's above. Look above. He tagged you.
Hold up here as Marsha Murray has Thin Line McCarty. Ferd.
After Matt says just for LMAO.
I don't know how far back I am now.
Yikes is right. That was a big fat yikes. He's talking about your parts.
It didn't even come up in my chat.
Oh.
Huh, that's weird.
He thought I was your wife.
Nope.
No. That's fine, sir. That is my brother, and that is gross.
Awesome, Joe. Yeah. Well, there's, I don't know. I don't know how many. There's got to be 200 videos in the guitar playlist. Yes, I'm aware it's Glenn from Montreal. GMT Music and Art. That's Glenn Michael Thompson.
Glenn Michael Thompson is from Montreal.
I don't think Ozzy or Sharon watched this show, Ryan. Because first of all, Sharon would sue me if she's heard what I've ever said about her.
Yeah.
Well, look who has graced us in the chat. The one, the only, Boner Jams.
Hello.
Here to spread Shitsroid and love all here in the chat. Happy B-Day again, Amanda. Schmooches and hugs, Ben. You know I love you.
Thank you so much. I love you. What a nice person. I think Grumpy Mike has been busy with the move and just doesn't feel like doing anything right now. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't roast way up, dude. Well, actually, go ahead, because that was pretty gross to just talk about anybody's penis. So roast away.
Really glad I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad. Andrew Collins. Why the hell won't Ozzy give it up? He did last night. That was the whole point. That's the end, apparently. But then again, they had the final tour like 20 years ago. So I don't know. So like kind of like Kiss. What's up, Milt? We got Milk Tea in the chat.
Hey, Milt. Thanks. I don't know. I don't give a shit. If Ozzy wants to keep going. Doesn't hurt you. Whatever. If that's the thing that you love and makes you feel alive and you're like a zombie, don't take that away from somebody. Just don't pay to go. It's fine. If people want to go there.
Well, it's like,
like
Pete's chat today, people were complaining, oh, people weren't playing as good, people weren't singing as good. I'm like, well, you're all basing it on a heavily edited record you heard 40 years ago, which
I don't know.
A lot of those singers, it's take 53 that you hear on the album. Like, you hear them at their absolute best on the recorded album. Now, watch live stuff back. Like people like Axl Rose. Axl Rose sucked live from day one. He blew his voice out after 3 songs. I know. I have live shit of them at the Whiskey from 1985, and his voice sounded like shit. So, Now, recorded Axl, better. Although Axl's voice was always low.
I've heard Axl sound okay live, and then I've heard him sound like garbage live. I don't know.
Exactly. Eric says, I saw the End Tour twice many years ago without Bill Ward, right?
Yeah, that's the part. You know what? Like, that's the thing. Like, don't say you're going to retire. That's just the dumb part. Like, just don't say that.
What's up, Dimebag Coin? Good to see you. I just like,
to me, that's money.
A lot of singers should, if we're going to hold them to be like 9/10 as good as they were back in the day, 90% of the touring singers should all retire. Because they're all playing a half step or more down because they don't have the vocal range anymore. Slurring words, forgetting words. Like, I see it more often than not. I'm actually more impressed when I actually hear somebody like, wow.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Like, I will say he's just now starting to go. I was shocked. It was Glastonbury this year. Came up. Rod Stewart doing the faces. I'm like, all right. Ronnie still has it on guitar. Rod still sounds pretty good. You know, considering he was all raspy as hell 50 some odd years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And there's some bands that I absolutely do not judge them upon their live performance because I can't imagine it coming out great. Like I feel like I would be, even though I've heard it's still fine, but like I feel like I would be disappointed at a Def Leppard concert because they're so produced.
They are very produced, but they do sound pretty good live for that reason. But there's chicanery going on there.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be what I want to hear in my head?
Like, I'm not saying they use auto-tune or harmonizers. I think there's a little harmonization going on. But those guys are, like, religious about their work ethic. Like, Def Leppard is an outlier, almost similar to, like, Mick Jagger's work ethic. Like, the amount of times you see him, he's still, like, doing the aerobics 2 hours a day, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I feel like a lazy sloth seeing Mick Jagger's average workout down. Like, Jesus, mate, aren't you 80?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a different perspective about stuff.
Yeah. Plus, outdoor, it's like a bunch of people could play people's guitars were out of tune yesterday. It's like, you're handed your guitar. It's outside. You know, it's hard to keep a guitar in tune at outdoor gigs. As the weather's constantly changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't know. I don't expect. Like, I'm happy when a band turns out. You know, I don't like Bon Jovi, but I'll tell you, Bon Jovi sounded really freaking good live. Like, they sounded so good. I think I like them better live than I did.
Yeah, not so much now.
No, but back then.
Unfortunately, his
That would have been like
voice has gone the last
95.
few years, like really bad.
94, 95. They were
Right.
fantastic. They were really, really good. Like,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
they'd
just
be right on the top of their game still, right? At that
they
point.
were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can appreciate a band I don't even like when they play live well, because it's different, right? Because sometimes it's the production I don't like.
Like when we saw Crash Test Dummies. I'm not a Crash Test Dummies fan, but that was a damn good show.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
First of all, they had way more hits than I remembered.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm one of those people that I will probably go see most bands live just to see, because if I kind of like their songs, unless I hate them.
Especially nowadays, I'd probably check out some live footage first, especially with the price of concert tickets. Like if I'm paying top money, I don't want to hear
only played
a half-ass show.
This game's only played if someone's paying for my ticket.
Yeah, that too.
That's
like I don't want to hear David Lee Roth in a scat that he does because he can't sing, so he just talks a few lyrics. And he's like, "Hey," he'll smile and point at people in the crowd. They don't know you.
I feel like a David Lee Roth concert is a good, you're going to be able to go to the bathroom a lot.
And then I'll hear the fan, "Oh, he's better than ever." I'm like, since when? I'm like, he sucked for 20 plus years. That's like saying Vince Neil was on point tonight. Was he?
Oh my God. It's so bad. He's so bad. I don't like Motley Crue. I'm not a fan because of his voice is like a mosquito. And now it's just like an old mosquito.
Voice because everybody was trying to sound like Robert Plant at that time. So it's just.
Well, that would explain why I didn't like it.
Plus, also, I know I was going to be a guitar player even when I was a kid, clear, because I never paid attention to the singers and lyrics.
Yeah.
It's like, but as soon as someone plays a riff, I'm like, I know that tone. I know that guy.
See, and that's the first thing I noticed.
I did see that, Lawn Dog.
Lyrics.
Yes, Graham. Paul Rogers, I caught live. When was that? About 15 years ago when you couldn't go, so you gave me tickets. Like day of. You're like, I got these tickets to Empire Rock Fest. I can't go. Do you want them? I'm like, all right, who's playing? Like Paul Rogers and Bachman Turner. I'm like, sign me up. And yeah, Paul Rogers sounded on point. I was shocked at how good his voice sounded. He sounded the exact same.
Who was he
Other than he forgot the lyrics to a verse in Shooting Star, which I thought was rather funny. Like, you've only been performing it for half a century.
Who was he singing for?
Sammy Hagar cannot still sing Andrew Collins. He's getting as bad as David Lee Roth. First of all, they're tuned down a full step for Sammy, and he's haggard sounding and half lines. Here, Michael Anthony is usually singing most of the lead vocals now on most songs, and then they just kind of mix them in. He says, I heard Foreigner played in Canada last night. More landmass than America, Keith.
No, I know Bad Company, Ryan. I'm not an idiot.
Dozens of.
Who was Paul Rogers guest singing for like 10 years ago? What band was it? Queen.
I may still have that concert DVD.
I saw Paul Rogers, though. Or did he just tour on his own?
Was
he singing with Styx? No.
No, Lawrence Gowan singing.
Gowan was.
Larry.
But I didn't see Queen. Like, Queen didn't come to the Empire, but Paul Rogers was there, and he was singing lead for, I didn't think, Queen. Clearly.
When I saw him, it was just Paul Rogers, so...
Okay, then maybe that's what it was.
Probably.
I don't love Bad Company. I like
Bad Company is what really... That was better because with Free, he did some stuff, but then with Bad Company, it really took off and he found his voice, no pun intended.
Yeah. I like the vocals a lot. I just don't like the songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's most of that. It's just not interested.
Yes,
I wish he was
played
singing
Windsor.
other stuff.
Steve mentioned as well as Milt. Milt works at the casino in Windsor. That's how he would know. Milt's been known to make the pre-show meal for musicians.
Yes.
Stonebreaker Studio. Good name. I like that name.
It is a good name.
He's like, Jeff back. Sure. It's like a disease out. You just ran Jeff back. I don't know. He just randomly yells it every once in a while.
It's a very specific form of Tourette.
Yeah, right. Musicians, Tourette, used to randomly yell at guitar players' names.
Steve Howe. Oh.
They're all tribute bands these days, Patrick writes. You're lucky if you have 2 original members in a band anymore.
You must really type fast, Lawn Dog. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware.
It's a lot.
But live sound, you can only cover so much with a speaker array. Just makes it louder and clearer. It's it's when you're getting into harmonizing and a lot of reverb. It started with just reverbs and delays to help so you didn't have to carry the note quite as hard as long. But then it got into harmonizing and auto tuning and all while live. Earth, Wind, and Fire still sounds amazing too, but again, I don't know how many original members are there. And they got a lot of energy up on stage. There's about 11 of them up there.
I would definitely go see them 100%.
I saw a recent
big
clip.
Fan.
It's still, they put on quite a show. But again, I see 11 people up there, and most of them look younger than me. So
I'd like to see them and Kool and the Gang, like a double header.
Mark Taft's looking forward to Alice Cooper and Judas Priest next month.
Can't get into Alice Cooper. I just can't. I tried. I just don't get it.
I'm a casual fan of a few songs, but again, yeah, same.
It's slow. But I don't know.
A few songs, but really, it's only a couple albums I liked of Judas Priest out of a very long career.
I don't ever remember you playing Alice Cooper.
Trev's doing this on the screen right now. I know, Trev. You know songs I like. I play them.
I know you owned Alice Cooper, but I don't remember you playing it.
Not often.
Mm-mm. And I don't know a lot of Judas Priest either. Which I know you also owned that. You owned everything.
We did. Pretty much.
Like everything.
I found a good portion of my cassette collection, but I'm missing a fair amount too.
I have your Blues Brothers soundtrack, but I can't find the tape. Because I really love that soundtrack. Not that I have anything to play the tape on. I love that soundtrack. It's awesome.
I know.
I can't post the link to my channel because I'm using my phone.
She's using the device she would post it on. She would have to leave to post it. And 2, no content as of this time.
Not yet. Don't ask. I already put the warning.
Richard Nagmutsu says, I had dinner with Alice at the Bellagio in Vegas about 25 years ago. Awesome dude.
Nice. He seems like a very nice person.
Yep.
Very intelligent.
Yep.
But
just don't ask him anything about the 70s because he doesn't remember.
No. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's what happens when you're drunk for a decade.
He goes in like the Meatloaf category. I'm not really interested.
Meatloaf lost me when he changed it to sex and drums and rock and roll. I'm like, you fucking poser. And plus, it was always seemed a little too Broadway for me. I was like,
yeah,
get actor vibes, as
that's exactly why I'm not a Meatloaf fan, because I don't like musicals, and I feel like I'm listening to a musical, which is great if you like musicals.
Yeah,
but I don't. I'm not a fan. So That's not my kind of big production. I don't want to picture 12 backup singers. No. Too much. I can enjoy like, I guess a couple of songs, but that's about it.
Steve Cassidy can't do musicals either.
Like, what's that one? Rock of Ages? Oh my God, when that came out, they're like, Amanda, you're probably going to love this. I was like, actually, I can't stand it.
Oh, a certain
Hate
someone.
that Lady Gaga.
Like, oh, you're going to love this. I'm like, what makes you think Tom Cruise and Alec Baldwin singing is going to impress me? Fuck no with Grease.
Now there's movies that are like
Olivia Newton-John, yes. The rest of the cast, no. I'm good.
Grease.
It just seemed way too poser. You didn't, you know.
I was a child when I watched that, so it was like a Disney movie to me. But I wouldn't go and see it. No.
Oh, how did I not see my phone going off? Thank you, Marcel. Marcel made a donation to the virtual
my
tip
face. I'm looking over at my face on screen. I'm like,
appreciate that, Marcel.
That's very kind of you.
Sorry, my rolling papers were over the screen. You know how that works, right? Lifestyle choices being what they are. Paul says, happy birthday, Amanda. Now, if that's the Paul I think it is, Paul lives right near Paul Rogers.
Yes. Wasn't he just talking about that today?
In Pete Thorne's chat.
There we go. Okay. I was like, am I crazy? Ugh. Rock of Ages.
Ooh. Excuse me. Matt just gifted five golden memberships. Actually, but who won them? Time Surfing Alien won a membership. Steve Gunner won a membership. Lars Guitars won a membership. Tom Raines won a membership. LRM Guitars won a membership. Awesome.
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Elderwinder. Speaking of Newfoundland.
Hey. Good to see you. What are you at? What are you at? All hands are in the chat. Everybody's having a good time.
Brad. Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Best musical. Worst movie, but still best musical. Yeah.
The boys be acting crazy.
If you had to watch a musical, what would it be? Oh.
Okay, well, there is one musical that I like,
Maybe
but I
one of
don't
the
like
Muppet
the
movies.
songs.
Do they count? Because most kids' movies also have songs. So
I don't watch it for the songs. I watch it for the character because Mary Poppins. But I won't go. So what?
Ooh, no, we know the answer. The Blues Brothers. That's a musical. If there's coordinated dancing in the street, that counts as a musical.
Would you go and see it in a theater, like as a production?
Blues Brothers, yes.
I can't. They'll totally ruin the Blues Brothers. They'll ruin them.
The Blues Brothers already is a musical, Amanda.
On stage?
No. We're talking about movies.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like musicals in general.
I wouldn't go to a play anyways. Of any kind.
Musical, Blues Brothers, Mary Poppins. But Blues Brothers I will watch for the song.
What's up, Sethley? We got Press of California Customs in the chat.
Hey, Seth. There's a play. I would not watch that play.
Oh, Sethley, my boy.
Sethley.
Come here.
Sethley Presley.
That was when he would go to stay with his southern grandfather. Oh, Sethley, my boy. Come here, son.
Sethley. Please call the hounds, Sethley.
Does a musical have to have sing talking? Well, it can, but if you break into coordinated dance, that's the thing. Or if you're just singing a cappella, not a musical. But if all of a sudden orchestration comes in while you're singing, easy.
It's the sing talking for me. I can't
Speak
do
up. Is this Maspika? And
This is
Silverhorn,
Maspika.
Alien Head, Rob Blackmore official.
Hi. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much.
The Wall could be considered a musical, Matt.
It definitely is a musical. I don't love it. I hate Tommy. Oh my God, do I hate Tommy. When I was in the hospital on my birthday, when I turned 21, I was in a hospital for a weekend, and we tried to pay for the TV, and the only channel I got was like the Rogers local access channel, and then this other channel that was playing a marathon of Tommy. I thought I was going to die.
Hey, the lawnmower tape.
Thank you. I hate it. Everything about it. I like some songs from it. Like, I like Pinball Wizard a lot.
I will throw up as another musical, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the movie.
I could deal with that because Peter Frampton is super hot in that movie.
It's Frampton and the Bee Gees. What could go wrong?
It was awesome.
A lot. This is my first exposure to Aerosmith.
You're good at this musical stuff.
See, being a little older than you, I was scarred a little more longer in life with our mother and having to watch musicals.
I can't. I mean, I watched them, but then I liked them. But I could handle that.
Is Purple Rain a musical?
Yes. Yes, because music, because the songs are performed by the characters in the movie.
Yeah, but do they break out into, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're sitting there all of a sudden he starts singing to her or something.
Is Eddie and the Cruisers a musical? Because, yes.
No, that's just a band.
I loved those movies so much.
But that wasn't, those weren't musicals. Those are movies about music. Big difference. If all the music is done in a live performance situation or just happens to have a good soundtrack, no, not a musical. Right. Spinal Tap, not a musical. Great documentary.
Has to be dancing.
More true than fiction in many ways.
Has to have dancing in it too, right?
We started out the conversation, Joe, with Grease. I told you, it was a bunch of poser. I thought it was a joke when I was a little kid. I was just like, these aren't, like, Fonzie is tougher than these losers, the T-Birds.
T-Birds.
Yeah, Vinnie Barbarino trying to be Fonzie. Really?
And the guy that was like 40, the short Italian guy, he's like 40 years old.
Fun fact, though, Henry Winkler was offered Grease, the movie.
I believe that.
But he didn't want to get typecast as a greaser.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Superstar. Barf. Hair awful. Ugh.
Alice's Restaurant, not a musical. Good movie, though. Weird Al Yankovic, UHF, not a musical. Good movie, though.
Definitely not.
Quadrophenia could be considered a musical, though.
What's that?
In many ways. Much like The Wall.
I don't know what that is.
Quadrophenia? It's the Who. The Mods versus the Punk, or the Rockers.
I've seen that.
Greasers versus the Mods. I can't remember what. Easy, Trav, Little Shop of Horrors. Original or remake. Yeah.
What about Rock and Roll High School?
Oh, you switched accounts or you renamed yourself Glenn Michael Thompson. All right.
Rock and Roll High School.
Really? Eddie and the Cruisers 2, which was clearly Canadian. So Canadian shot. It was so cheap. Complete with their Colin James ripoff young gun guitar player. I'm like, who's this? So Colin James?
It's so good.
What's up, Dylan? Good to see you.
Oh, man. I've seen that so many times. Hi, Dylan. How are you?
Montrose over at Flipside Music.
And if you like to see experimental, what do they call it? What do you call that kind of music? They have it Maris Mondays, where they set up all these Maris pedals and they use like all these different instruments on it. Ambient music. They like crazy, like a
exactly, Michael.
Wow.
Henry Winkler turned down Grease. He said, and the line was, "I went home and bought a ginger ale." Travolta bought a plane.
I don't like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Nope.
That's
Meatloaf, is
They're
he in
playing
that?
a
'Cause he
midnight
should
show.
have
I'm
been.
like, go for it. I ain't going.
Meatloaf should have been in that movie if he wasn't.
Meatloaf was in the movie.
Was he?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like Little Shop of Horrors either.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Let's go with that. I'm like, no. Why? Audience participation. That's why.
Ew.
Rock and Roll High School musical. Good musical,
Nice.
actually. That was my
I've said it
introduction to the
twice.
Ramones.
I said it twice. You not hear me?
Nope.
Rock.
I have a tendency to tune you out after a while.
I watched Rock and Roll High School last year.
Bad movie, but great soundtrack.
Awful movie. Guys probably liked it. There was a lot of hot chicks.
It's the Ramones, too. We're going to give the Ramones play our high school. Cool.
It's awesome. What's the principal's name?
I can't remember.
Not Turn.
I haven't watched that in, I don't know.
It's like Turn
30 years.
Something Branch.
I watched it with Dad, and Dad didn't even complain about the music because he kind of dug the Ramones because it's really just rock and roll, but just fast and loud.
Someone look up the last name of the principal in Rock and Roll High School. It's going to irritate me.
Well, there we are. Should we move on to another topic? I think we've.
Yeah, that was a great topic. That was an excellent topic. Who brought that up?
All right. Good day. Our topic today. I've tried to avoid that one, Trev.
Good day. Children's movies don't count. Because there's a purpose. Brent. Oh. 7,423.600 minutes.
Fuck that.
Before I'm gonna make you punch me.
This is my like Friends the musical. Yes.
Oh my god. Thanks, Marcel.
See, Glenn Michael Thompson says, I played a street musician in Eddie and the Cruisers 2. Awful movie. And that comes from somebody who was in the movie.
I'm so excited.
He's usually the best. You need to get out more, clearly.
Oh, that's so cool.
Under the criteria, School of Rock
movie.
isn't a musical. It's a movie about music, but not a musical.
Leave it at
No
the
matter
Steve.
how many times Jack Black tries to break into this, fuck Jack Black.
I'm not a fan.
No.
He's a lot of person, and I'm.
He just seems like too much. I'm like, smoke a joint and fucking relax, all right?
That's exactly it. He gives me anxiety. Just looking at him gives me anxiety. He's too much. Take it down like 70%. Like, bring it down. Like, turn down the brightness on your everything.
Yeah, just we're into weed, not cocaine. Like, he seems like the guy that snuck into the bathroom for 20 minutes, comes like, hey guy, like, easy. Jesus. Like, you imagine a Coco Jack Black? I would just no.
No. Michael Krause. You knew a lot of people in musical. Michael, were you a band guy? Were you a band person?
Just nip this in the bud right now.
Just saying, because usually band people know a lot of drama people. And I know that because I was a drama person that was not a drama person.
You know what the problem with drama people is? Too much fucking
They're
drama.
annoying. They're annoying.
Drama. There's always
annoying.
Drama with people.
They're annoying.
Gee, blah, blah, blah. Nope, don't care either.
They never have any drugs. They don't often drink, and they generally have
I'm
one
high
STD.
on life. Well, I'm not. And
they got one STD on the go at all times because they're pretty hoey.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's a thick one. Oh, yeah, I got that from Josh. Very thick gravity pick. Looks like holes or something.
I'm going to get eaten mosquitoes.
Oh, there it is. Rob, you don't need to watch Tenacious D because I have the pick of destiny. So there you go. And I don't even use it.
The pick of destiny.
Now, if you want to, back in my One Day to Live days when I was tossing picks in the crowd all the time, I had the glitter glamour picks. Ooh, look at that. So Ace Frehley, Paul Stanley. Ooh.
Ew.
I was made for love. Yeah.
I like the chorus of that song. I hate the verses. Hate it.
Easy creepiness.
Tonight, I want to see it in your eyes.
No, you don't.
Paul
2 years
Stanley
ago.
should have been just a Broadway
He did.
guy. Yeah,
He
but
did
like
Broadway.
only. He should have just like stopped.
I'm just waiting for him to come out of the closet. Like, how long do we have to wait?
Right?
Like, who has a rose tattooed on their shoulder? Gay men have roses tattooed on their shoulder.
Like, I'm okay. Like,
I'm okay with it. Just, it's okay, Paul. Come on out.
we're very okay with it. Like, we're ready.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
you're
ready,
not.
Paul? You're clearly not ready.
It's the way he talks like this.
So feminine.
Okay. And he's beautiful. Like, he's a beautiful man. He could be a woman and be beautiful. Him and Cher could like switch faces.
We both had about the same amount of work done.
Right?
And they both wear wigs.
Similar hair.
Just wear that
Yeah.
one line. I'm outside. You're like, whoa, easy.
I want to see him and Cher hang out.
The best kiss lyrics ever. She's a dancer, a romancer. I'm a Capricorn and she's a Cancer.
Oh, my ex-husband was a Capricorn. It's bad.
I'm like, what? I'm like, only in the 70s do you write lyrics like that. Paul's a better singer than Cher. I said it.
Yeah. Hell yes, he is. That's not an argument, is it? Nobody should be arguing that.
I couldn't tell you, Rob. I only saw Rocky Picture Rocker, whatever that movie. I only saw it like once, decades ago. I couldn't stand it. I was like, oh, let's see what all the fuss is about. And I'm like, I don't see what the fuss is about.
Yeah, I watched it babysitting once, and I was like, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be good. It wasn't.
Bad enough I got to hear
like,
fucking Time Warp at every shitty wedding.
Yeah.
If your wedding reception's at a Legion Hall banquet room, chances are I'm going to hear Time Warp at some point during the evening.
Right after Old Time Rock and Roll.
They both had affairs with Greg Allman.
Yeah, no. Not a fan.
So there we are, folks.
This is an excellent topic. We got pulled back in.
I've never heard Freebird at a wedding, Terry. That would be one serious redneck wedding if they're fucking playing Freebird.
Wow.
No, it's Time Warp. Chattahoochee from Alan Jackson still played. I don't know why.
Old Time Rock and Roll.
It's like, I swear, every wedding DJ just stopped buying CDs in 1995.
Shook Me All Night Long.
Right? For the rockers out there. Oh,
that's for the rockers out there. Yep. Always.
Yeah. Which every rocker is so sick of that song.
The Macarena. And that one about
the chicken song?
No. They do that too. And then there's like something 2 times. Now move to the left. That one. It's stupid. Yeah. Take it back now, y'all.
I don't think you did, Terry.
They know what it is.
Maybe.
Did I see something, man? Are you trolling me, Terry? Are you trolling me, Terry? Ben and I danced to April Wine at my wedding.
Bet Tom says, some psycho young woman asked for the Barbie song at my wedding, and I went up in the middle of the dancing with my new bride, interrupted her dancing, and told the DJ, turn that shit off now. I you know what, Tom? I could see myself doing the same thing, so I get it. Rock Daddy's here. I always hear Rock Candy.
Hey, Rock Daddy.
Like when I see Rock Daddy.
When I see Rock Daddy, I think of like old school, like breakdancing, like Beastie Boys, bunch of skinny white guys breakdancing.
The Cha-Cha Slide.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Cha-Cha Slide.
Mambo
Thank
number
you.
5 could be played.
Also, correct. That is on the list. I had one and then it went away. But for sure, Billie Jean. Like, there's a list. Girls just want to have fun.
If there's a group of very drunk chicks about our age, you're going to hear Zombie.
Oh, and you're going to hear Shania Twain's Man, I Feel Like a Woman. That always gets played.
Yeah.
And depending on if you're in the country, you will hear Fishing in the Dark.
Much better than smoking, Andrew.
Yeah, I know vaping isn't good for me, but right in your mouth isn't good for you either.
90%.
That's what I tell everybody. Just heads up. I smoked for 25 years. I'm good.
Fucking time of your life from Dirty Dancing. Good call, Rob Blackmore official. Because he's officially that's when Rob Blackmore is officially going out for a dart. Is when the movie. Nope, I'm out. Check, please. Yeah. Zombie. Hey.
My neighbor's moving. He put his house up for sale.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
Yeah, but I didn't have a conversation with these people.
I don't think they care.
Well, he backs his truck up and plays many hits that I can't stand. So I'm super excited because his sound system's
like,
really good.
All these clips from our Canada Day celebration, it's like, do you want to hear this artist sing this song? No. It's like Tom Cochrane doing Life is Highway. Nope, I'm good. Sarah McLachlan building a mystery. She's been building that mystery for a long fucking time. Like, I'm good.
Album out.
I've covered that song. I don't want to hear it again.
Yeah, that's I can think of about
chord progression. Tell me she didn't write that on a piano. There's no different chords for the chorus. It's just the same.
Of course, she wrote it on a piano.
Over and over.
She plays piano.
Yeah. It's like, do you want to see Amanda Marshall perform? I'm like, I didn't want to see her perform back in the day.
No.
She still has the crazy long hair because other people wouldn't know. Otherwise, it's like those old rock dudes. Like they stuck with the stupid haircut because you wouldn't recognize them otherwise.
Yeah.
Amanda Marshall, same thing. Super the long with the braids. It's like
she's got this really big, beautiful, wavy blonde hair. It's really good. She's like Diana Ross, white girl hair.
It's been worked over. It's all no.
Oh, I'm sure she's older. She's a lot older.
Don't get
Amanda
started on Amanda Marshall.
Amanda Marshall, I think, didn't get farther because she doesn't have a lot of. She's not humble
at all.
Really not remotely, and she has
a
great voice. She has a great voice. She has a good look, but she just clearly people don't like her.
I would have rather had Snow perform Informer, Terry.
Oh, yeah, Informer.
Like boom boom now. I was in jail when that song came out. That's not something to brag about, bud.
Yeah,
plus,
that was a great song.
How much a gangbanger? You're from Pickering. Easy. Yeah, but it's hanging out with New Yorkers in Pickering.
That's a good song. I liked it.
What's up,
Thanks, Four. Good to see you.
White Jamaicans from the suburbs of Toronto, Tom. Let's get it right. Pickering is like, how do you describe it to an American? It's like Altadena to LA. Like, it's just this bedroom community full of Volkswagens and BMWs and Volvos in the parking lots of suburbia. Just urban sprawl. There's no downtown.
Yeah.
There's a mall and a whole bunch of subdivisions. Philip Aspey knows what we're talking about.
Suburbia. It's suburbia.
Okay, we need to adjust this comment, Amanda. Arf says,
what?
I knew a white Jamaican girl in Sarnia. She was fine. No, You knew the white Jamaican girl in Sarnia. She was fine.
And she was the only fine girl in Serbia.
She was the only fly girl. Fucking Sarnia. Oh.
Jillian lives in Sarnia. Jillian's pretty. So
Then there was two
the
fly
second.
girls. When she moved to town, there was two. The fly girl population doubled up.
If you told me she lived downtown, we're out. We're done. She's
Right.
off the list.
Tesi Switch t-shirts are killer and comfy too.
Might as well tell me you found a girl in Chatham.
Oh, fuck, remember we had to go to Chatham? Oh, we milk weddings, right? That place sucked. Oh, it was hot. I remember it was so hot for like because where I was gonna do the driving back, and that shitty little Hyundai, it was just spitting. The girls are in the back seat. They're like, "Turn on the AC." I'm like, "It's on." It's literally spitting water out because it's just freezing up so much because it was so hot.
I thought I was like flipping timelines. Like when we're driving, it was just trees, and the trees looked the same for like a really long time
There's
on either
no
side of
curves
the
and no hills. It's just little slight prairie living.
And then we got there, and I was like, "Oh, this is it." Like, sorry about for anyone that lives in Chatham, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to disagree with me.
I went over to the mall for some reason. I forget.
There's a mall?
Yeah, but it's like the Napanee Mall. Like, I'm using maybe the Bayview Mall, but more occupied. It might have been the size of the Bayview Mall.
Who likes Jimmy Buffett? That's funny because my chick friend in Sarnia likes Jimmy Buffett.
I like Jimmy Buffett.
I don't.
To a point.
He lost me
I'm
on
good
that
for about 20 minutes,
song.
maybe 3 songs, maybe a medley. That I'm good after a while, you know. And
I heard that cheeseburger song, and I was like, "What is this? This is the stupidest song I've ever heard in my life."
Although that photo I sent you of a certain one-man band in Florida had some serious Jimmy Buffett vibes. I'm not going to name his name. Fucking guy had a stage curtain around him, but no fucking stage. Like that says a lot in life when you have a stage curtain and there's no stage. So really, you're just covering up view of your shins, I guess. Yeah.
My cheeks. They hurt. Yeah.
Guitar experience. I bet. Look, it was outside of a Chi-Chi's or something.
Chi-Chi's. They still have Chi-Chi's.
I don't think so. I think they all went out of business.
We're
our American friends. Chi-Chi's still a thing where you are? I don't think so.
Yeah, Chi-Chi's.
Speaking of salmonella, I think that was their problem. They had all the salmonella. You want chicken or beef? Beef! Always.
No, always beef.
You're going to die.
No Chi-Chi's.
Nope, no Chi-Chi's.
Boo. We went
so, big gators? Yeah, one gator can mimic a awful lot of chickens. Just saying. Matt's going, yep. I was like, I know. I don't think Chi-Chi's ever did much in SoCal. No kidding.
Well, no kidding.
Why get half-ass white man version of Mexican when you can have the real fucking thing?
That's like expecting McDonald's to do well in Texas.
Right. Yeah, it probably does, though.
Yeah, right. Because fat people.
Oh, it's hepatitis, not salmonella. Well, there you go. Even better. A hepatitis A outbreak. That's not good. So they're making a comeback.
Shady salsa? Hooters is not going to be around much longer, I heard.
No.
Oh, sucks. Pervs have nowhere to take their children after they pick them up from their mom's house.
Right. They were regulars every other Saturday afternoon. I bet they were.
They knew my
Did you go to
name.
petting zoo after that?
That one likes me. She does. I've been coming to her section and I asked to be sat there for the last 3 years, and she's really nice to me and I tip her really well. I think we have really something going.
Yeah. You don't.
Yeah, she's got a better paycheck because you keep going to her section.
They're trying to reopen in Minneapolis. Oh, there we go. Great. Hooters food sucks. Yeah. It's like they're bringing a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. I'm like, what?
They put in cheese in Minneapolis, so they just chop up tomatoes and put pepper on it, and everyone thinks it's
Salt and pepper. Ooh, it's spicy. Yeah, black pepper. It's spicy, don't you know?
The cost is so much cheaper because nobody has to use up any hot sauce. They probably don't even order it for the location.
If anything, they add ketchup. Oh, you want spicier? Add ketchup.
That's so funny. I'm making myself laugh too hard. It's a curse.
Yeah.
It's really a curse.
We got 70 people watching. Hit the like
See?
if you haven't already. Please subscribe. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, please. That would be
We'll go
great.
a while longer here.
6.63K it says for subs. That's exciting.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm excited all the time.
Chris says, wait, you mean she didn't really like me?
No,
No.
she didn't.
She liked your tips.
Yes.
Plural.
As a veteran waitress? No. No. See, Martian Murray? That's just karma.
Well, we're up to 6.64 now. There you go.
Oh.
Is that more now exciting? This is Matt
That's
subscribing to like 14
extremely
account. That's what I'm guessing.
Extremely exciting.
We don't have the
Congratulations.
hepatitis emoji. I don't know what that would be exactly. It's like Charles would go, "Ooh," with an upset stomach. It's got like
I can't wait for him to rewatch this.
the ice pack on the head with the thermometer in the mouth and holding his stomach. And holding my stomach.
If you got heartburn, nausea, indigestion.
Oh, they were all subbed already. Well, there we are.
All the Canadians just finished me singing.
Philip Aspie with in the tip jar. Appreciate it.
Who?
Philip Aspie.
That's
Not
nice.
Aspie.
Aspie. That sounds fancy.
Aspie, Uspie, we all speak for it. What? No, don't. He just donated. Don't make fun of the man.
Don't do that.
Thank you, Phil.
It's very kind of
you.
you.
Can go by either. Do you have siblings? And if so, do they have kids? Therefore, your Uncle Phil? I knew an Uncle Phil once. He was very cool. The first time I ever had Mexican weed was because Uncle Phil.
He wasn't my uncle.
We were at, not the name drop, but I was at a bachelor party for Andy Dafoe.
Oh.
I guess.
Okay.
Which was weird because it wasn't for his first wife, I don't think. Something. But yeah, but it was like Colin Cruz let me know like that day. He's like, yeah, hanging out in the side yard at my parents' house. We got a keg. I'm like, all right.
Oh, right. I remember that.
And then it was like Larry Alexander showed up, I think. And Trevor probably showed up too.
Right.
Briefly. But yeah, we were about to roll a joint. And then all of a sudden, Colin's Uncle Phil rolls up, and he's all... Actually, he fit right in with Water Buffalo. He had longer hair, big beard, and kind of Santa Claus looking. He just kind of pulls me and goes, be careful, it's Mexican. And I took a whiff. I'm like, oh, well, this party just took a turn. And yeah, that was real good. First time I ever had Mexican weed. Fucked me right up.
That's funny.
Sure, I took the rest home, too. Mm-hmm. And friends were like, "You got any of that Mexican weed left?" No. Yeah, I wasn't sharing that shit.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Chat's kind of ground to a halt. That's nice. That's fine.
Listen, how will we know what to talk about if you don't tell us?
Yeah.
Did you expect us to plan?
We're just here to amuse you, right?
that didn't happen.
Stop. No. Tired. Late.
I'm ashamed that I didn't plan. Just showed up. Said, hey.
After the
Look
show,
at my t-shirt.
Open up all the windows. Because it's going to be like all the degrees upstairs still.
Yeah.
It hit 90
so
again today, folks. Yay.
It was crazy. The sun was crazy. And it's so windy today. Thanks, Eddie.
We'll talk about moving day. That's
moving
crazy.
day.
You're not familiar with moving day?
No.
Well, it's a traditional moving day because traditionally apartment leases end on June 30th in Montreal. And it's
right.
It's not so much mandatory anymore, but it's still tradition. So it's like 70% of leases come up like that. And I'm just like, I would like to just be like, I don't know, like in a Goodyear blimp over the city, just watching all the U-Haul trucks. Because Marcel was telling me you get into arguments, because, hey, you were supposed to be out of here by noon because we're already moving in. You ain't even moved out yet.
Oh, man. I hate moving.
Only 90. Well, Chris, I don't live in the desert. I have things like, I have a green lawn. Do you?
Yeah, only 90, he says, like it's smug.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have green things, like a lot of green
and they're not cacti and lizards running around and scorpions and
sketchy things.
No.
Yeah.
Part of my lawn is brown, but most of it's green still. Actually, I haven't mowed it in a couple of years. Most of it, a lot of it's yellow with wildflowers and white with wildflowers. I have so many wildflowers. Half the lawn's wildflowers. Looks amazing. What's up, Pedal Facts?
Hi.
Makers of
Thank you.
Pedal Facts.
Thank you.
Heat warning in Anchorage, too. We almost hit 70. I wish. 73 here. And no, I did not get my AC fixed yet.
70.
You have Texas close enough to you. You live in the desert. That ain't right. Right, Tom?
Yeah, no. That's not my thing.
Yeah, Tom was Greater Philadelphia, born and raised. Spent most of his days on the basketball courts or something. I don't know. Briefly moved out to California, possibly to live with his Uncle Phil.
Thank you for stopping by, Steve. I appreciate it. And I hope you have good sleeps and sweet dreams.
Yes. And we'll see you this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. UK time for live Steve Cassidy guitar. Everyone should check out his channel. It's a bunch of fun.
It's so much fun.
PM Eastern for me.
Yeah.
I try to catch it, but quite often this one likes to get together on Thursdays for some reason. And I get home at about 3:30, and it's like Steve Cassidy ended 2 minutes ago. I'm like, fuck!
And I've been in the chat for half an hour.
Yeah. I had to drive home still.
We won't get together Thursday. Maybe.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's not lying,
though. Eddie, that's such an Exodore thing to say. Ben, did you try using a moth for a guitar pick yet? I did. It was not happy.
I don't like moths. That's kind of my only irrational fear. I'm not like deathly afraid of them.
I need to open up all the windows upstairs because it's been windy today, but hot. Thank you, Trev. Feel free to pop it into a new browser, or if you got to leave to subscribe to them, definitely check it out.
Thank you for posting mine, Terry.
Tell him Ben sent you. It'll say, Ben who? Can't stand the guy. What? Oh, he's still here.
Oh.
Never mind. Hi, Steve. You're still here. No live stream this Thursday. I'm off to Plymouth to meet Paul from Mill Studio. Oh, cool.
I'm off to
Right on.
Plymouth. I can hear him saying it.
Yeah. I love Steve's
Steve
accent. I got to turn him up to hear him, but fuck, it's so strong. But I love
He's
it.
so enthusiastic.
I think
That's
that's
what I
part of
like.
it too. I might need subtitles though.
I
That's
understand
sad.
what he's saying. That's
I
from
do,
all the
but-
Coronation Street I was raised on.
There you go. Cheers, Steve.
Yeah,
Well,
he's-
that's why I'll keep watching Scottish documentaries. So
There you go. There you go.
well, Steve, can you name a band from Arizona?
Are there any bands from Arizona?
Closest thing's Alice Cooper.
Because he's from Arizona or because he's
Kind
from
of.
near Arizona?
Well, he is. One, he's lived there a long time, and two, I think that's where he kind of grew up, and then he went out to LA to actually form the Alice Cooper band. I could be wrong though.
Gin
Tons of
Blossom?
bands from Arizona. Yeah, but are any of them good, Steve? Like, have we heard of any of them? All right, so we're getting the Gin Blossoms, apparently, and Meat Puppets.
Steve's going to tell me some crazy bands
Jimmy
I've never
Eat World.
heard of.
I knew Matt would know Jimmy Eat World. Really?
Oh,
No, stop. Pop punk.
I don't like
There's
them.
no such thing as pop punk. You're either pop or punk. And if you're pop punk, you're poser punk.
I didn't like them at all.
If you go to Fossil, okay, Fossils.
Gin Blossoms were sleepy. They were very
They're
sleepy.
okay, but it was like, yeah, there was better stuff out there. That's for. But then they did, hey Josie, hey Josie, bubblegum punk. Yeah, exactly. No. Arizona's from Arizona. That makes sense. Sidewinders. Okay. Steve says Meat Puppets were cool. I never got it. Oh, Alice Cooper grew up in Wisconsin. All right.
Yeah.
I just know he's lived in Scottsdale like for decades.
I don't know any of these bands except for Gin Blossoms and Jimmy Eat World.
Meat Puppets were played a lot on Much Music. I thought they were Canadian.
Maybe I know them and I don't know.
They were grouped in with a bunch of other 90s bands. You're like, oh, okay.
It's
Flotsam and Jetsam. The only
thought that
reason
was
anybody
like-
knows them is because Jason Newsted used to be in them before. What we call it?
It sounds like an old
Steve
timey.
Grant. That's
It
right.
sounds like an
Proper
old-
punk rock was in the 70s. You're not wrong, Steve. But yeah, pop punk. Pick a lane. You're either pop or you're punk. You can't be both.
The Tubes are from Arizona. Well, the strippers of all the world are very happy that they exist. What would they dance to?
Alfred was based in Arizona because Rob's from Arizona, I guess. Steve's like, I know them right. Well, I know. Okay. I
Of course
won't
he does.
confirm you anymore then, Steve. Sorry to offend you by agreeing with you. And I thought it was because Kansas was taken.
Kansas is awesome. Thanks, Steve Brandt. I appreciate it.
I was talking about Steve the other day with our good friend Aaron, and about Steve's love of Laney amps, which are a great amp. Jimmy Eat World sucked.
You know the Tubes. They sing "She's a Beauty."
Yeah, so wasn't there big hits though? Their two big hits
She's
were written by
one
Steve
in
Lukather.
a million girls. They had another hit.
Yeah, both written by Steve Lukather, and not by the band.
What was the other hit?
Talk to you
Someone
later.
Google that too. Talk to you later. I don't know it.
I think that's what it was.
Sounds stupid. Sounds dumb. Written it off already.
Who was Concrete Blonde? Oh, I covered up Concrete Blonde. The Concrete Blonde hit. Joey, baby.
I've got the money. And then I'm gonna sing real loud. That's how that song goes.
Yeah.
It's all quiet, and then you got to turn the volume down, and then you got to turn it up again, and then you got to turn it down.
Yeah, you just stand there looking at your feet, all depressed looking, because that's
It's
what you
very
do when
sleepy.
you crap like that.
And you can't, they play it for a slow dance. I don't want to sing a slow dance about a guy who's like addicted and screws his life up and loses his girl. And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And we had to just, I don't want to hear about someone's trauma and slow dance to it.
Right.
It's just stupid. That's a pet peeve of mine. Songs that a DJ plays at the end of the night that nobody should be dancing to.
Mm-hmm.
Rod Stewart.
Is auto-tune a real issue when most of the great riffs are studio musicians, not the band? Yes, because you can hear it, and that includes auto-tune on the instruments too.
Linda Ronstadt. Dad didn't like her. He had stories about her. Like she wasn't cool.
Yeah, Concrete Blonde. That was a song.
Yeah.
That was so depressing.
They had another song. They had another.
I don't think it was on all of our set. Like we didn't play it all the time, but if we had to do an extra set, it came out sort of like we did a reggae version of Luca, which made it okay to play Luca then because we just did it as a reggae song. Jose Benito Martinez Jr.
Hi,
Hola.
Jose. Hi, Jose. How are you? Good to see you. Hope everything's good with you and your family.
LA?
He's a great person.
Easy, Steve. Jimmy Page's Les Paul tattooed on my arm.
Steve and I share.
Find out. You start bashing Led Zeppelin. My sister
Steve
tried to do it the other day, and I even nipped her in the butt. She's like, Robert Plant's overrated. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, just easy with Jimmy Page. Just be easy.
No, the guitar playing is great in Led Zeppelin. I enjoy everything about Led Zeppelin except for the screaming cat lead singer.
Especially after he blew his voice out after the fourth album.
He sounds like he's on a roller coaster.
Philip Aspie asks, what's your favorite birthday song?
Yeah, probably that one. Oh, no. Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's a good one. That's happy. Yeah, it's a good song. I like Stevie Wonder, so I'm going to say Stevie
Wonder. I'll go with the Beatles, even though I wasn't asked.
Or what's the British one? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know who sings that because I only knew the Mini Pops cover. So I assume they're British.
Okay, I'm an idiot. I just realized right now that Amanda cut her hair. I'm waiting for him to realize when I cut my hair too. Well, I didn't cut it. She cut my hair.
I cut everybody's hair. I cut my hair and I cut his hair.
Yep.
That so people will know we're related.
I did not see that, Rob. I only caught a little bit of that concert yesterday, and I was like, I saw enough in 2 clips that I didn't need to invest any more time watching, as far as I was concerned. Shh, Matt. But yeah, Jose, Matt from McCollum Music has your nice drive. That's funny.
Thank you. I can't name a Deep Purple song off the top of my head.
Space Truckin', Highway Star.
Highway Star. Okay, I know that one. That's a good song. I like that song.
What was the 2 off the top of my head?
I used to get them and Jethro Tull mixed up, even though they don't sound the same.
Lazy.
I don't like Jethro Tull at all.
Oh yeah, Smoke on the Water. You might have heard of that one.
Oh, I hate that song. I hate it. I really do. I think I'd like it live. That's a song. I actually was thinking about this yesterday. Would I like that song live?
Probably. It's a little more up tempo too.
Yeah.
Changes it.
Yeah. I feel like I would enjoy it live.
Perfect Strangers.
But otherwise, no.
Rat Bat Blue from Hip.
Interesting. We look well preserved. It's because we're not assholes.
That's my last name. Official! That's your last name? Blackmore's middle name. Right?
Yeah, why are you yelling at us about it?
Well, he's all the way up Great Bay. He figures we can't hear him, don't you know?
Are there copycat Rob Blackmores?
My woman for Tokyo. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one too.
Oh, is that them too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Sounds like a Bad Company song. Don't love it.
Everybody's trying to be a Bad Company. Everybody's trying to be Led Zeppelin, basically. That
sounded like a Bad Company song for sure to me. I probably would have liked it if Bad Company did it.
Yeah, let's put a Hammond organ through a Marshall stack and hear how that sounds. Fucking amazing is how it sounds.
I have a question. So when it comes to pop music, there's a lot of
pop music. What?
There's a lot of writers, obviously, that provide songs for pop music stars, right?
Yes.
Are there common songwriters in rock music pre-1990?
Yes.
That weren't the band members necessarily, like maybe coincidentally, but also wrote for other people?
Desmond Child.
I can't.
It's all the Kiss hits and all the Bon Jovi hits.
I used to know a guy that lived with him.
I wonder what he did while living there. You had
Was Desmond Child in a band?
Oh, at one time, I think he tried, but then he just went into songwriting. Prince, definitely. Prince was always giving songs to other bands.
That's a great example. Of 70s?
Oh, in 80s
definitely. 80s definitely, but like, was there any 70s bands? Like rock? Like classic rock?
Well, you get producers that would get writing credits, because they will rearrange a song like Bob Ezrin did with Beth. Beth was a much more up-tempo song till he took it home and reworked it.
All right. David Bowie wrote.
I was thinking like Bruce Fairbairn. He collaborated a lot with Bryan Adams.
All right.
On the writing side of thing. David Foster for a variety of.
Oh, good call. Good call.
But that's always that was one of those producer songwriter. Like, if you're going to work with David Foster, he's going to probably co-write. And even if you bring in 10 songs, you're going to rewrite all of them. Type thing with him.
Yeah, David Foster was good for ballads. Did Quincy Jones write songs?
Oh, yeah. Lots.
Interesting.
Well, Quincy was a musician long before he was a producer.
Yeah, but I didn't know if he had
trumpet player.
Big songs,
Mm-hmm.
Just curious. Here's the thought. Since I have people here that would be able to answer my question.
Nile Rodgers, sure.
Who's Nile
Use of Islam, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Tom's really going down a route. Easy, Tom, easy. Tom doesn't know when to hit the brakes sometimes. A guy by the earlier references, love you, Tom, but oversharing just a bit. Non-filtre Tommy. Tommy after dark.
Tommy after dark.
Tommy's going dark.
I was having that kind of day today. I almost let my opinion of certain YouTubers slip, and
That's safe for the water buffalo meetings.
I had to be better about it.
You
well,
too
they weren't anybody.
A member or a patron if you really want to hear opinions on YouTubers.
Nobody in our real community specifically, just certain female YouTubers that I'm like, yeah. Just, yeah. I have opinions. I said, if I didn't have any affiliations to channels, I'd have a very scandalous YouTube channel. All the
Jeff
opinions everybody wants to say.
What's up, Jeff K?
Hey, Jeff K. What do you say?
What do you say, Jeff K? Had to do it. And those who don't know, that's right, you get custom emojis as a channel member, including mods for moderator. Ooh. But it really is, it is a picture of B. Arthur as mod, because why not? And who else has B. Arthur as mod on their channel as a custom emoji? Nobody.
I look 30? Sweet. Tom says I look 30. That's 17 years. It's a stretch, but I appreciate it.
Jim says, Amanda, the OG YouTube troll.
It's true, actually. But I get away with it. I get away with saying a lot of stuff.
Same. I'm known as the nice guy. Oh, he's always holding doors open and something. Then I go after somebody in chat. They're like, wow, he must be a dick if Ben's going after him. I'm like, yeah. No.
Well, they are dicks.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Generally, if I go after somebody, if I'm trolling somebody, it's because they deserve to be trolled.
That's it. I got no time. B's my middle name.
Matt just went for all the custom emojis, including Charles having his own custom emoji. I don't have a custom emoji.
Charles. Thanks, Tom. That's a fun fact. Does the chat know that B is my middle name? B-E-A.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Just saying. So whenever I see mod come up, I just think it's me.
Steve says, if I'm trolling someone and I'm probably bored. Well, he's that too.
If you're trolling somebody, they said something awful that you don't agree with, or
actually, I need to pop into a couple channels chats this week to do a little trolling.
If Steve is trolling somebody, it's because they rambled off a bunch of bullshit and acted like they knew what they were saying. And Steve said,
yeah, Marcel,
that's not right. That's not
right.
True.
Bo says, how do you get a custom emoji? Well, apparently you have to make it, Bo, and then you send it to me, and then I use it. That's how that works.
You can make a custom emoji? How nerdy are you?
I don't know how.
I'm just kidding.
Charles does all that bitmap emoji caricature stuff, so
I don't know how to do.
He made my Soda Pop Saturday thumbnail that is, which is me hanging out in a Coleman cooler, holding a bottle of pop with my logo on it, which shows Charles has way too much free time on his hands.
Way too much.
Yeah. Sometimes he puts the cat in certain ones too. Like easy. The custom emoji store. Of course. It's down in the emoji district.
Emoji Dotchery.
Emojis are us, and emojis.
Cheap emojis here.
It just makes me think of that episode of The Simpsons. Hey, Bob, where would I find a good business hammock? Oh, a business hammock. I'm like, first of all, what the fuck's a business hammock? Yeah, go down the hammock district. I'm like, the hammock district.
That's awesome. That's great.
Well, we're going to go a few more minutes here, folks. We'll wrap things up at the top of the hour because it's already been 2 hours. Wow. You've been here 2 hours.
2 hours. A 2-hour tour. Thanks for coming for a tour, eh?
Steve says, I meant to say earlier that back in the 60s, you didn't necessarily have shared songwriters. You just had a ton of songs you didn't know were covers. Or in the 60s, if a song was a hit on the radio, you just went in and made a cover of it, because how many times you'd see a song would come out and there'd be like 4 covers of it over the next 2 years.
Well, that's a good example. Carol, my brain's not working today.
Miguel?
What's Carol's last name?
Who?
Carol.
Carol King?
Yeah, Carol King is a writer like that. That's a great example. I just answered my own question. She wrote a lot of songs. So dumb. I hate menopause. Can't make my brain work.
Well, there we are.
Coombs this is. That's us. Happy born day. Thanks, ma'am.
It's actually getting a chilly 72.9 with 76% humidity. But I bet you it's still like 85 upstairs, so I need to open up those windows. Hey, can Marcel.
It really goes by fast.
It does.
I watched the Mr. Dress Up documentary. I cried my eyes out. It's really good. Highly recommend. Don't cry. Check it out. You get to see Coombs a whole bunch. It's 47. I never lie about my age.
No, I do. Cousin Kelly really didn't like it when I thought she was older than Brad. In all honesty, they're only a year apart, first of all.
Right.
Kelly was rather tall growing up. Brad was not, so I assumed she was older. She's bigger. You look at half the family photos. She's bigger than Brad. Brad's all spindly and small. Not who Brad isn't anymore. Myself, got a little more rotund with time. So there is that.
Yeah, 47.
Mark says, I hope you had a great birthday, Amanda.
I had a super great birthday.
Terrible.
Oh, and I got a Dairy Queen ice cream cake.
Nice.
Yeah. And I had a friend, a YouTube chatter person, send me money on PayPal.
Marcel,
my birthday.
23 Celsius here with 97% humidity. Kinda muggy. Kinda? There's L'Oreal in the summertime.
It's like you're sleeping in a bowl of cold oatmeal.
That'd be nice and cooling, though. Cold bowl?
Cream of, oh, yeah.
Well, it's no Carvel, Tom, but Dairy Queen's a good second. Oh,
Dairy Queen cakes are awesome.
Yeah, Rob Blackmore official using his member milestone. Come on, one last happy birthday for Amanda. All right, hang on. I doubt it's in tune. Oh.
Still didn't play happy birthday for me.
That's not tune. That's not tune. Oh, it's like Quentin.
Thanks.
Yay!
It's my birthday. Thanks for coming to my birthday show. I really appreciate it. You make me feel very special.
Donate the virtual tip jar for birthday wishes. Maybe we'll go for some fish and chips. Ooh, I've been craving.
I would love to go for fish and chips so bad right now.
Some Captain George's.
Yeah, Sam wants to go too. And only us three like it. We should go tomorrow. He said only us three like it, me, you, and Sam. So we should go.
Yeah, I can't go tomorrow. I got a show tomorrow. Can't be all trying to do a show after fishing. I'll be like, oh! Well,
Tuesday.
sweating the fish out. And,
We'll go Tuesday.
maybe. We'll see. All right, folks. We've been us. You've been you. This has been the Sunday Night Hang, as always. The OG Sunday Night Hang, hanging here on Sundays. Not Saturday, not Monday. Speaking of Monday, though, I will be back tomorrow with Canucks with guitars. I'll be playing your favorite hits badly. Sure, we'll go with that. And it's bad album covers featuring Steve Resor. We'll do that. And then we got demos coming out this week of guitar-shaped objects that are acoustical in nature. Don't ask me. Oh, a Taylor. And a Yamaha. That's what it was.
Can you hear the thoughts, folks?
So on that note, what else we have? Hold those doors open. Let Steve resort and head in traffic. They can make it home in time to do the show tomorrow. Thanks always Amanda for coming on. She likes doing this, takes over and stuff, and then we have fun. And
It's a good time.
Be good to each other because karma is real. Oh, she heard me the other night. Doug was was doing the FaceTime on the phone. I didn't realize she was off camera. I'm like, and he was in his trailer, and I was pointing. I'm like, yeah, I lost weed right over there. Bag of weed in that trailer right over there. And Doug's like, Karma can hear you. I'm like, well, now she knows. Maybe she can find it. So, yeah. So she's real. Be good to each other, as always. And, of course, don't let her.